Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Fairy Dust TV. I'm your host, Jen Burton, romantic fairy godmama for smart, successful single women around the world. And today's topic, we are talking about online dating etiquette. The things that you ladies are doing that are ruining your online dating experience. So a little backstory about me. I grew up with two very middle class parents who were pretty unrefined. I mean, their whole theory of life was work hard and you reap the rewards. So I grew up, not having lots of etiquette besides your basic manners of please and thank you, yes sir, no sir, things like that. And it did affect me growing up as I went into different scenarios and different situations that I was considered a little bit more unrefined and possibly overlooked for certain opportunities, and that's okay. It took me a long time to be okay with that, but I want you to know when we're talking about etiquette here, etiquette is not a bad thing if you know how to use it appropriately. It's not about being somebody that you're not. But the thing is the context of online dating in itself can lead to misunderstanding and misinterpretation of things that are going on with you while you are communicating with somebody online. But I'm going to tell you in full disclosure, I love online dating for my clients. I absolutely 100% love online dating. In fact, I was having a blast online dating when I met the love of my life 9 years ago. So just because we have to be a little bit extra careful, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that you should watch for in online dating today, please note that it doesn't mean that I am asking you on any level to be somebody that you're not. The only thing I'm trying to do is eliminate any misunderstandings and miscommunication so that you can have the best experience possible online dating. Okay, so which brings me to our first piece of etiquette. And now I'm going to tell you right now, some of these, it's going to be etiquette and just it's not always just etiquette that we're talking about here. So some of the things I'll talk about today fall outside of the realm of etiquette, but they still affect your online dating experience. Also, for your information, I put together we did another Fairy Dust TV on troubleshooting your online experience, and you can find that on my website at havehimyourway.com. Now, I personally consider this first one that we're going to talk about today very, very important. And I know you ladies are going to say to me that, Jen, guys don't always have the best profiles in online dating either. And I'm going to tell you, yes, you're right. But I am not talking to men today. I'm talking to you about creating the best experience possible. So this to me actually does fall under the title of etiquette for the purposes I'm talking to you today. And that is having a bland or boring profile put up. So this is what I would call a whatever profile. So a girl, she decides she's going to try online dating. She might be a little nervous. She might be a little excited, but she decides she's going to put something up as fast as she can and see what happens. And this is the biggest recipe for disaster and online dating. First off, you're going to get all types of men contacting you. Men that have no real interest in who you are and the potential that you two have together romantically. You are going to be contacted by what I call the crazy guys more often, because these men see you with a bland or boring profile and they think, oh, I might actually have a chance with her. She doesn't have a lot going on. And then the other thing is that a lot of times it'll induce what I call inbox crickets, which means you'll hear from nobody of substance whatsoever. And then you're going to bitch and complain about how horrible online dating is, even though 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 people these days are making an online introduction with the people, with the relationships they end up with. So, online dating actually is pretty fantastic if you decide to do it a little differently. And I want you, my lovely ladies, to make sure that for no reason do you ever, again, after today, put up a bland or boring profile for your online dating profile. And again, I don't care what the guys are doing. This is for you and your experience. And I'm really concerned about you having a great time with online dating. Now, to help you out with that, I created a program. It's called Irresistibility. You can find it at e-rresistibility.com, and you can get the first 2 chapters for free to start writing your online dating profile. And then if you want even more help, you can go ahead and register for the course. And it will walk you step by step through putting something together that is worth your time putting up so that you have a much different online dating experience. So yes, rule number one to online dating etiquette, ladies, have a great profile. And you can put one together even if you think you're not a writer, okay? Numero dos. This is something that really bugs me. And I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but again, it has a lot to do with people having kind of boring profiles up, but they'll have their online dating profile up for way too long. So for my ladies personally, anything over 6 months, I think at that point, when you get to the 6-month mark, and I know the different services offer you an extension, like if you do this for 6 months, we'll give it for 6 months free. I would almost say that it's a good idea to bypass the free, take your profile down, redo that puppy, and then put a new one up with a new email address and a completely different account. It doesn't have to be a different service, but it does you need to create a different account. Having your profile up for way too long is not serving you in any way. So go ahead and change it and restart that experience for you. Okay, more online dating etiquette. And this is number 3 now. I work with successful women. I work with professional women. I work with women who have busy, insane schedules. So I get it. You don't want to spend your whole time responding to messages and things like that online. I totally get it. And I don't want you to, because that is crazy. And it's way too much mental investment when you have other important things going on in your life too that you need to tend to. But there are a lot of men who are being pushed away from you because you're taking way too long to respond. Now, first I want to say you don't have to respond right away. Waiting a day to respond is perfectly fine. But I'm talking about you not responding. You guys are having a conversation, then all of a sudden you fall off the face of the earth for a week. The secret to that is, and it's really, really easy. If you need some time offline, or you have a business trip that you're going on, or you have some kind of special event, just shoot him a note and say, hey, I just want you to know I'm really enjoying this conversation, but I'm going to be offline for the next week. How about you contact me next Thursday so we can resume this? And you would be amazed at how great men are with that, and thankful that you let him know. Super simple. You're not leaving him hanging. So this guy who's investing time in you and he's really excited to get to know you, and all of a sudden you just disappear. I know men do that too, don't get me wrong, I do understand that, but it's heartbreaking on either end. You know how it feels. So why would you ever keep handing that to men? And it's so simple. It's a 2-line message. Hey, I really like the conversation we have going. I need to go out of town for a week. Can I talk to you when I get back? Really, really simple. Okay. Number 4. Let's talk about number 4. This is another one that really gets me, and I think is in poor etiquette form. Okay. Using outdated images. So I know, again, it goes back to this. You want to get your, if you're nervous or whatnot, you want to get your profiles up as fast as possible. Or maybe you've gained a little weight and, or people tell you all the time, you look exactly the same as your photo from 3 years ago. Don't do it, okay? You must have some current photos up of you. You have to have at least one kind of good headshot and then one good current body shot. And they do not need to be pixelated. I see more women get themselves, have lots of men asking them to send them more pictures because of this. And they're frustrated with these men for asking, but I honestly don't blame the men for asking. It's just, it's hard to know, if you're looking at outdated pixelated photos, who you're actually talking to. That image is really, really important. I will tell you that for my private clients, I 100% every time have them go get a photo shoot for their online dating photos so that they can look amazing in these photos, but they're current. They're an accurate depiction of what she looks like in that moment, and she doesn't have to hide behind 3-year-old pixelated photos, okay? So online dating etiquette, piece number 4, no more outdated images for you, okay? And number 5, this is also poor etiquette. Most people don't know that this is poor etiquette. I'm going to tell you this is poor etiquette because it's just insane and it causes so many problems. Do not follow each other on social media anytime soon, okay? That is something for when you have more of an established relationship with somebody. Maybe you're actually finally seeing each other exclusively. So following each other's social media, and don't give him your Instagram account, don't give him your Facebook, don't give him any of that. And for that matter, don't use your, we're going back to the photo piece, don't use your photos that are on Facebook. This is a little safety piece that on your online dating as well. So, but no friending, no following on social media until you have a more established relationship. And that doesn't usually happen within at least the first month, at least, if not more. It causes more problems, and I did an article on that, and you can find that at havehimyourway.com. Should you friend him on Facebook, it causes more harm than it does good, and it leads to a lot of misunderstandings. It's really easy to push a guy away through your social media account, more easy than you realize. So somebody just said true. Yes, 100% true. Stay off the social media with each other until you have a more established, relationship and you've been talking for a bit. And my last piece, and I've met quite a few women who do this, and it's kind of the nature of the dating landscape right now, and it drives me fucking crazy. And it's going on too many dates, all right? I get it. You're trying, both of you, both men and women, you're trying to assess chemistry right away. But I think you need to take a piece out of the old school playbook of getting to know each other a little bit online first and stop going on so many dates, too many coffee dates, too many meetups for drinks, too many of that. Establish something of quality first and then go out on a date. You're going to have a much higher success rate with that if you're actually looking for a relationship. Now, if you're looking for the hookup, going on as many dates as possible, that is your way to go, 100%. But if you're looking to meet somebody for a more lasting, long-term relationship, potentially marriage, things like that, you need to reel that frenzy energy in. You reel it way, that frenetic energy all the way back in, and reassess how you're approaching online dating and actually communicate a little bit more online first, okay? If you have good pictures, it's not like you're I was gonna say catfishing, you're gonna get that opportunity. Catfishing is not, it does happen, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not something you have to fear as much as you think you have to fear it, and so much as the media puts it in our mind that we need to fear it. And there's also different ways, and we go through this in Irresistibility, as you build this relationship with somebody for just a little bit while longer online and then meet them. If you have the good pictures, if you have the great profile, you are building a stronger foundation for actually having a great first date, a great second date, and potentially an amazing relationship that you can use online dating for. So it's not just that, pic and profile, let's see if we have real chemistry in life. It's a process. It's a process that when done appropriately can lead to magical results for you. I'm not kidding. The statistics, they're not lying to you. 1 in 5, 1 in 4 people are meeting that end up in a relationship are meeting through either online dating or some type of online introduction. So this is a platform that we don't need to ignore, but we need to know the appropriate etiquette and how to maneuver the online dating scene properly so that you can have an amazing experience. Okay, lover girl, there you go. 6 online dating etiquette pieces for you today that you need to consider so that you're not pushing great men away. Thank you for joining me for a brand new episode of Fairy Dust TV. I will see you next week. Ciao.